Hi. Hello po. Good morning, guys. Welcome to another episode of online classes featuring differential calculus. Since wala na namang pasok, at ayoko sana madelay ang ating klase. Kaya magle-lesson ako whether you like it or not, whether panoorin nyo man to or tulugan nyo, wala akong pakialam. Charis. Ang importante is, na-lesson ko siya, diba? So, wala tayong utang na lesson today. Okay, so our first lesson for today is about functions. So, ito yung first topic under differential calculus. So, at the end of this episode, I hope you guys use function notation to represent and evaluate the function. And then, you'll be able to find the domain and range of the function, sketch the graph. Actually, nagawa na natin tong sketching nito from the previous lesson. And identify different types of functions, saka i-classify. Pero hapyaw-hapyaw lang to. Okay? So, functions. What are functions and function notation? Taray. A relation between two sets, x and y, is a set of ordered pairs. Each of the form xy, so quantity, close and open parenthesis, x with y, yan na po yung members na tinatawag na ordered pairs. So those are x as a member of x and y is a member of y. A function from x to y is a relation between x and y that has the property that any two ordered pairs with the same x value also have the same y value. So therefore, the variable x is the independent variable and the variable y is the dependent variable. Kumbaga, hindi magiging variable na y kung hindi mo siya sasubstitutan ng values for x. Kaya nga, x yung lagi nating ina-assume na may value muna doon sa ating table bago tayo magpo-proceed with the y. Kasi si y ay nakadepende pa sa magiging resulta ng x na variable. So, yan. Many real-life situations can be modeled by functions. For instance, the area. Area of a circle is a function of the circle's radius. So, alam naman natin lahat na ang formula for the area of a circle is A is equal to pi r squared. So, magdedepende yung area ng circle mo sa radius mo. So, therefore, r is the independent variable and area mo is the dependent variable. So, ganun lang iisipin nyo palagi. Okay? Pag nagsosolve ng independent and dependent variables. Okay. Ay, wait lang. Napataas sa ating konti. Yan, kita pa ba ako? Hi guys, ako yung nasa dilaw na nandito sa definition of a real valued function of a real variable. Let x and y be sets of real numbers. A real valued function f of a real variable x from x to y is a correspondence that assigns to each number x in x exactly one number y in y. The domain of f is the set x, the number y is the image of x under f and is denoted by f of x, which is called value of f at x, or the function of f at x. The range of f is a subset of y and consists of all image of numbers in x. So when as you can see in the figure dito sa figure 1.22, diba, dahil ito ngayon domain which is our independent variable, magkakaroon kanya ng different values for y, and that is ranging from, let's say, a specific number, let's say 1 to 5. So, from 1 to 5, meron kang iba't ibang magiging values for y. So, that is what we call the range. Yan. So, ganyan lang naman. Kumbaga, napaka-simple lang ng meaning niya, pero, kumbaga, sa English, complicated. Anyway, so, functions, wait lang, lobat ako. Paano tayo yan? Live na live po ang ating pag-charge. Sige, sandali. Tinatamad po ako mag-cut, so bahala na kayo. Din nyo na lang ako magsaksak na para charger. Functions can be specified in a variety of ways. In this text, however, you will concentrate primarily on functions that are given by equations involving the dependent and independent variables. So, for instance, ito pong equation that is x squared plus 2y is equal to 1 is an equation in implicit form. Kumbaga, defined yung x and y sa kaliwang part ng equation. So, kumbaga, ano siya, implicit form siya. Kasi parehong yung x and y ay nasa kaliwa. Tapos yung constant number mo nasa kanan. Kasi nga, dapat, di ba, dependent si y. So, dapat, kung mag-equate ka, dapat siyang ganito. Y is equal to 1/2 quantity 1 minus x squared. So, pag naging ganito yung function, so that is already the explicit form. So, pwede mo na siyang substitutan kahit anong values ng x para tuloy-tuloy yung pagsosolve mo. Unlike dito sa isa na implicit form pa siya. So, kumbaga, mahirapan ka niyan mag-solve ng equation pag pareho siya nasa kaliwa. So, kailangan mo munang ibalibag sa kanan yung x para maging explicit form siya. Okay. So, using f as the name of the function, so, kumbaga, natutumbasan lang din nung symbol na y, ito si y. Ang simbolo niyan ay ginagawa na lang po nating f of x. Yan. So, now, this can be rewritten also as a function notation. That is written as f of x instead of y. It's equal to 1/2 quantity 1 minus x squared. So, from the original equation na x squared plus 2y is equal to 1, ngayon, pwede mo na siyang i-write as f of x is equal to 1/2 quantity 1 minus x squared. So, ganyan mag-treat ng implicit function papunta sa explicit form. Ano? So, ang word pala, did you know that the word function was first used by Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz in 1694 as a term to denote any quantity connected with a curve, such as the coordinates of a point on a curve or the slope of a curve. So, 40 years later, si Leonhard Euler naman ay ginamit din ang word na function to describe any expression made up of a variable and some constants. So, he introduced the notation y is equal to f of x. To read more about Euler, see the biography on the next page. Pinasa pa talaga niya para siyang AI. Charis. Nagahang ba ako? Nagahang yung ano eh. Anyway, okay. So, eto naman si pareng, sandali, bilis lang. Eto si pareng Leonhard Euler. So, siya talaga yung nag-equate na y is, siya yung gumamit ng function na notation sa mathematics. Ano? So, you can read more about him if you're curious, pero we are here. Yeah. Anuhin nyo na lang, i-pause nyo na lang to read si Euler, something like that. Ayan. So, magnetism, astronomy. Pero, yun din man si Euler ang ating focus. Ang ating po focus today ay si pareng function. So, in an equation that defines a function of x, the role of the variable x is simply that of a placeholder. So, literally, si y mo dyan, si x mo dyan ay literal na placeholder lang. Substitutan mo lang kasi siya ng any value na gusto mo. Ano, for instance, the function of f of x is equal to 2x squared minus 4x plus 1. So, this can be described by the form f of blanco. So, para siyang blank na rectangular, no? So, f of blank is equal to 2 quantity blank squared minus 4 blank plus 1. So, where the blank or the rectangles are used instead of x. So, to evaluate the function of negative 2, replace each rectangle with negative 2. So, ganyan ang treatment. Magiging siyang f of ang hirap yung i-scroll guys. F of negative 2 is equal to 2 quantity negative 2 squared minus 4 times negative 2 plus 1. By simplifying, you will get 2 times 4 plus 8 plus 1. Simplifying pa ulit. So, 4 times 8 is 8 plus 8, 16 plus 1, 17. So, the answer po here is 17 for the function of negative 2. Ganun lang, substitution lang to guys sa madaling sabi. So, okay. Ganun lang po kasimple, ano. Pero although x po ang gamit natin for a conventional, mathematical function, pwede naman din po na ibang symbol ang gamitin natin, hindi lang po puro x, Halimbawa, f of t. So, ano ba yung t? So, f of t is equal to t squared minus 4t plus 7. So, the function name is f. The independent variable is t, as in letter T for tatay. Pag gusto mo naman gawing function of s, pwede din naman. So, that's, let's say g as the function name. G of s is equal to s squared minus 4s plus 7. So, where the function name is g and the independent variable is s. So, ibig sabihin po, hindi po tayo limited lamang sa x as our variable. It can be any letter that you want as long as you understand the concept of function and the dependent variable and then the independent variable.